What's up, guys? Trevor here. Y'all, Wyoming's got more going for it than just tumbleweeds and cowboys. I'm telling you, this place is primo. Forget all the razzle-dazzle and hullabaloo of the big city. Wyoming's where it's at if you're looking to saddle up and ride off into the sunset. Wide open spaces, big sky views for days, and more critters than you can shake a stick at. Trust me, partners, Wyoming will rope you in and never let go. From the soaring peaks of the Grand Tetons to the raging rivers of Yellowstone, this wild western wonderland casts a powerful spell. It's time to cowboy up and mosey on out to the last frontier if you've got the grit. Just make sure to pack your boots, hat, and spurs, because life in Wyoming is no city slicker's holiday. It's the real deal for folks hankering for adventure, freedom, and a touch of that good old-fashioned western spirit. Yeehaw. So let's get into the top 5 reasons to move to Wyoming. And we'll start with number 5. There is little to no traffic in Wyoming. Wyoming has some of the lowest traffic levels in the country. Driving across the state, you can go for miles without seeing another vehicle. No road rage here, folks. The wide-open roads are a dream come true for those of us who hate traffic jams and crowded highways. You can set the cruise control and just glide for hours. No constant braking and accelerating. Your gas mileage will thank you. The sparse traffic means wildlife encounters are more likely, so keep an eye out for deer, antelope, and the occasional moose sharing the road. With roads that go on forever under endless blue skies, Wyoming was made for epic road trips. Yellowstone, Grand Teton, Devil's Tower. The list of amazing destinations is long. A lack of traffic and minimal stops means you can cover a lot of ground in a short time. Load up the truck, queue up your road trip playlist, and hit the open road for an adventure you'll never forget. Driving in Wyoming offers a tranquility that's hard to find elsewhere. The quiet, empty roads lend themselves to reflection, an escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. If you want to get away from it all, there's no better place than behind the wheel in the cowboy state, where the peaceful open roads lead to inner peace. The solitude of solo driving through such a stunning landscape does wonders for the soul. Wyoming may not be for those who crave the energy of a bustling metropolis, but for those seeking wide open spaces and escape from the rat race, the uncongested roads are a little slice of heaven. The solitude and scenery forge a connection between driver, vehicle, and environment that is a rarity in today's fast-paced world. Traffic? What traffic? In Wyoming, the road is clear and adventure awaits. The next reason on my list is the scenery. The natural beauty of Wyoming offers the best scenery. Wyoming's natural scenery is unparalleled. Where else can you find yourself surrounded by majestic mountains, rolling prairies, and clear blue skies as far as the eye can see? This place is a nature lover's paradise. The snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains cut a dramatic silhouette against the sky. Grand Teton National Park is home to the stunning Teton Range, with heights of up to 13,770 feet. The jagged granite cliffs and alpine lakes will leave you breathless. Further south, the Wind River Range rises from the prairie, a sea of granite peaks and deep forests. Climbing, hiking, and horseback riding opportunities abound. Wyoming's high plains stretch as far as the eye can see. A sea of rippling grass and sagebrush. Herds of antelope and deer wander across this open range, and you may spot coyotes, hawks, or eagles hunting for prey. The plains come alive with wildflowers in the spring and display vibrant sunsets year-round. They evoke a sense of freedom and adventure in the American West. Wyoming's sparse population and lack of major industry mean the air here is crisp and clean. The sky stretches endlessly in all directions, showcasing spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Stargazing here is unparalleled, with the Milky Way vividly visible and seeming close enough to touch. The dramatic weather, from raging thunderstorms to pristine snowfalls, is displayed in all its glory under these open skies. Whether you want to summit snowy peaks, gallop across open plains, or just enjoy the simple pleasure of a boundless blue sky, Wyoming offers scenery and natural beauty found nowhere else. Adventure awaits in this little slice of heaven on earth. So pack your bags, hop in the car, and get going. Your perfect escape is waiting. Moving on now to number 3 on my list, winter sports. Wyoming may be famous for its rugged natural beauty, but for thrill seekers and adrenaline junkies, it's a veritable winter wonderland. You can enjoy winter sports year-round in Wyoming's ideal climate. With world-class ski resorts like Jackson Hole, Grand Targhee, and Snow King, you'll be shredding powder for days. The snowfall is insane, the runs are insanely fun, and the après ski scene is on point. Buy a season pass and get your fill of black diamonds terrain parks, and backcountry adventures. Why confine yourself to groomed runs when you can blaze your own trail through Wyoming's backcountry? Rent a snowmobile and explore over 2,000 miles of scenic trails with breathtaking views. Just watch out for wildlife and try not to get stuck in a snowdrift. If hurtling down a mountain or racing across snowfields isn't your thing, there are plenty of other options. Go dog sledding through a winter wonderland with a team of huskies. Snowshoe on scenic mountain trails. Ice skate, toboggan, build a snowman, or go winter camping under the stars. Wyoming's ideal climate means you can pursue your favorite winter sports well into spring. While the rest of the country is shedding their parkas, you'll still be carving fresh tracks in feet of powder. The snow lasts so long, some resorts stay open through April and beyond. Talk about a long season. So if playing in the snow is your thing, Wyoming winters will satisfy your frosty heart's desire. Grab your gear, pick your passion, and come on out. The snow's waiting. The next reason on my list is the low cost of living. Wyoming is cheap and safe. What more could you want? The cost of living here makes my wallet happy. My money goes so much further, I actually have a savings account now. Everything is cheaper, from rent to avocados. Sure, car insurance is pricey, but who needs comprehensive coverage when you're driving 20 miles to the nearest Walmart? Want to buy a house for under $200K? Come to Wyoming, we've got them. My mortgage is less than my old rent, and for a house twice the size. If you're retired or on a fixed income, Wyoming is an affordable paradise. Of course, jobs don't pay as much here, but that's a small price to pay for open spaces and no traffic. And here we are at my final top reason to move to Wyoming: low crime. Crime is so low here, I don't even lock my doors. Of course, my nearest neighbor is 5 miles away, so no one would hear me scream. But seriously, Wyoming has one of the lowest crime rates in the country. Most 911 calls are about loose cattle or drunk guys running around without pants. I hope they've never had both those in one call. That would be weird. I credit the low crime to two things: respect and firearms. People here respect each other and private property, and with an 80% chance that your neighbor is packing heat, you don't want to do anything stupid. No one is carjacking or burglarizing when you risk getting a new hole in your body. The low crime rate makes Wyoming an incredibly safe place to live. I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be. That's my top 5 reasons why you should saddle up and mosey on over to Wyoming, partner. Now I ain't saying it's for every cowpoke or greenhorn looking for adventure. Some folk just ain't cut out for the wild frontier. But if you got the grit to handle the cold winters and don't mind more cattle than people, Wyoming just might be your home on the range. Just watch out for them snakes in the grass and always be ready to draw, 'cause this ain't no tenderfoot territory. Only the strong survive out here. So if you think you got the constitution to become a real Wyoming cowboy, come on up and get your piece of the action. We'll be waiting for you with a stiff drink and a warm bedroll by the campfire. Just don't forget your hat, boots, and spurs, 'cause we do things the old-fashioned way. Yeehaw! See you in Cheyenne.